Mob Entertainment. This game is Poppy Playtime, Chapter 5. Chapter 5, Broken Things.
What's wrong with them?
They're not wrong. They're wrong side out. Cuddly, adorable, but not quite what they say.
What a surprise!
Unstuff that girl and find that wrong side just within. They're the wrong side animals.
I want to marry Doodlebone! Or adventure with Bindle Boogie! You can even make your own!
Wrong side animals available now from your pals at Playtime.
Huggy Wuggy looks extremely angry. In the end, even that sturdy door was broken down by Huggy Wuggy. Of course, we have to run carefully to avoid getting caught. Judging by this, we'll definitely need to carefully figure out which way to go. What the? It almost feels like Huggy Wuggy is really fond of me. This feels just like looking at Chapter 1 all over again. Oops. Huggy Wuggy may look cute, but I still need to keep my eyes straight ahead. For now, it looks like I made it out safely. New objective, find a way out. There's a hidden secret tucked away in this place. Arrange the cubes by size like this so you can climb up. And finally, you need to place the smallest cube on top here. Of course, the original path forward is this way. There's nothing here. Huggy Wuggy is really persistent. It feels like Huggy Wuggy might try to chase me through another passage. Come to think of it, after going all the way to chapter 5, have I really not washed up even once this whole time? It was a refreshing shower after a long time. We just need to turn the visible valves to put out the fire. Wow. It doesn't seem like Huggy Wuggy's attack will stop here. I better look around carefully and stay prepared. I think I figured out how to dodge the attacks. Oh, I can see a scanner over there. What? My grab pack has been taken away. No! Poppy Playtime, Chapter 5. Broken Things.
together.
It's quite dark here. I'll need to move forward carefully, staying alert for whatever might be ahead. It's a bit inconvenient without a flashlight. Turn on the lights to navigate the area. I just need to turn on the lights here, like I did a moment ago.
Someone from above. There is no above. The judge said, can't trust the judge. Can't trust any of them, not like us.
There's a note hidden here. Find a way to reach the key. Autumn also managed to surprise me.
Find your own.
Not only notes, but collectibles are hidden all throughout the area as well. And here's an important item. Make sure to pick it up before we move on. This works as a flashlight, but it can also emit ultraviolet light. With the UV light, you can reveal hidden markings. Hey, please stop attacking me. There's a note hidden in this bathroom too.
They're gone. See, our friends, they're gone too. I'm so sorry. It was an ambush. Somehow Times Hunters knew we'd be here. We need to call Ollie and it wasn't supposed to be like this. I'm supposed to be. Hey, I'm here for you. I feel it too. Let's be scared together. You and me. I hold on to you, and you hold on to me. Just like always. Let's just wait it out a few more minutes. Until we know it's safe.
Let's keep going. And this is where I first woke up earlier.
Put a hole in their neck and bring them to the boilers for blood.
What the?
You all right? You're not... You're the one they've been talking about! The one who put Mommy in the grinder? Who gave the cat a nap? Down here, they're calling you the Playtime Butcher. What are you doing all the way down here? Is Poppy... I mean... You were with her, right? And the rest of them? Up at Safe Haven? I heard things. We can't stay here. I got a place. Just follow me.
It's my first time meeting Giblet.
My name's Giblet. I knew Poppy back before... Well, before everything. Was she really gonna blow this place up? Her heart's always been in the right place, but that girl's been behind glass too long. This way. Come on.
Let's keep following Giblet down this dark and narrow path.
No, 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 no! You wouldn't come down here. Just find a place to hide.
Is this Red Fog? The prototype? Judging by that hand, it really is the prototype. It really doesn't give me a single moment to let my guard down.
He doesn't usually come down here. You must have got him real worked up. This way. Yeah, I know it's not much, but, who needs fancy murals on the wall and string lights or a barber shop or whatever? And I got plans anyway. I'm not gonna be down here forever. Look, I'm not the kind of guy who spends time feeling sorry for himself. I mean, the way I see it, everything's a tragedy until it's meant to be. You think this is an accident? You ending up down here like this? Both of us wanting to kill the prototype? I mean, that's where this train is headed, right? I'm not some kind of hero, but I can help you. But we gotta get you outfitted first. You're not gonna last down here with just a cheap nightlight. Yeah, chirp all you want. I'm the one who scared off all those Automals. Here. The boilers. Lots of gear got tossed down there after after it all went down. Pretty sure I saw an old grabber. I'll point you there. Just let me know when you caught your breath.
New objective. Find a grab pack. It's hard to tell just by looking at this. I guess I'll have to go there myself to find out. Let's take a quick look around this area.
It's nothing. That's just a piece of trash I found. Just look. No way you're getting around with that grab pack. You should head to the boilers. Hey, don't mess with that. That's personal.
I'm even more curious to see what's ahead. Let's finish checking the notes here and keep moving.
Through there. The pipes will get you down. Meet me up in R&D once you got what you need. I'll get things cooking.
I'll check the back area first for a moment. There's a hidden collectible here. There are some pretty noisy friends living around here. There's a hidden path over here too. I just can't ignore my curiosity.
This is ridiculous. Todd,
The audio log just ended. Anyway, let's go get the grab pack back.
When Ron eats, we all eat.
That friend is chewing the grab pack like it's a piece of gum. New objective, find a way out. Before we move on, let me check one thing first. I actually found this after finishing the ending. If you shine the UV light here, you can find a hidden arrow. You can use the grab pack to pull this object. It's a golden giblet. Nice. Anyway, let's head back to where the grab pack was earlier. The way back is a bit long. Alright, let's start again from here. First we need to use the grab pack to pull that thing over there. Oops. You can also use the ultraviolet light like this to uncover the password. I've obtained a new hand. Of course, this one also plays a very important role. This hand is called the pressurized hand. With it, I can do all kinds of things. let's keep moving forward. Looks like we have to climb up here too. Watch your head here. You've really got to pay close attention to how to get up there. We're supposed to head this way, but let's climb up here a bit more first. Jump from here, then use the grab pack to pull yourself across. There's a small cube up ahead. We need to drag that over here. Anyway, you could say this is a hidden room too. In this room, there's something that looks like a strange lemon. I'm not really sure what you can do with this lemon.
Okay, so again, thank you all for coming in and being a part of this focus group. Now, what you just saw was a promo for our newest line of toys, the Wrong Side Outimals. And we'd love to get your honest reaction to...
I think they're disgusting.
Oh, okay. Well, hey, no wrong answers. Can you tell me a little...
And satanic.
They do sort of look a bit demonic. Ugh.
Is that what you're trying to teach kids? How to turn animals inside out?
Is the octopus...
Oh,
Is he turning into a fish skeleton?
Octopuses don't have bones.
Okay, everyone. Let's stay on track here. So I have, disgusting. Yep. Okay.
In a bad way.
Great. Yes. Disgusting in a bad way. I wrote it down twice. Okay. Anyone
And
else?
satanic.
Yeah. I wrote that one down. Yeah. We're good on this.
What if they had a skate?
I'm sorry.
What if one of these outsiders, what if he had a skateboard?
Okay. You'd like one of them.
I mean, I wouldn't like it, but, the kids.
I just really think it's all in bad taste. So very Jeffrey Dahmer.
Okay, how about positive feedback? Is there anything that we like?
I like the one with the goatee.
Oh, that's, not... That's a paintbrush.
The audio log just ended. To get past this area, it looks like we need to disable this strange plant. We just need to destroy the lumps scattered around and snap the branches. Wow. After getting drenched in that weird liquid, I guess it's officially shower time. Come to think of it, there are a lot of notes I didn't check yet. I gave the notes a quick look. If you're curious, I recommend pausing the video and checking them out more closely. There's a battery here. Oh my god.
Hey, that grabber looks good on you. This is Chum Chompkins, my guy on the inside. We, sort of look out for each other. Chum, this is who everyone's been talking about. Poppy's Angel. The playtime butcher. Come on, I was just filling in Chum on our plan.
That startled me. Let's follow it.
Look, we're not the first to try and take out the prototype. Everyone who tries, they fail. I mean, you've seen the guy, he's so juiced up on that pink stuff you can cut him in half and he just put himself back together. But everyone has a weakness. And Playtime, they did all kinds of studies, poking him with needles and making spreadsheets. And all that science, it's here. Come on! How many years we've been talking about taking this guy out? This is our chance. See? What'd I say? Everything happens for a reason.
New objective. Find prototype data. Cracked glass can be broken with the pressure hand. We're actually supposed to move forward this way. Let's check this area first. The moment I saw this, I could tell it was a puzzle room. I received a collectible as a reward.
Hey, Jump. Any idea what to do?
You could call this a puzzle too.
Oh boy.
You can progress in this way. Once the power is restored, the thing up there will start moving.
Are you? I mean, did you hit your head or something?
The first light just turned off. Let's head back up and pull the lever.
Is some sort of, prank, Butcher? Steady as she goes. You're doing great! Yeah, just keep going. You're almost there. Yeah, right there. Just hit the scanner.
Next objective, search the engineering workshop. We need to go this way. In this area, if you shine the UV light on the boxes, you can see hidden numbers. Alright, we made it up here. There's a battery here. Looks like we need to find box number 28. Let's find it. I found it. New objective. Navigate through the engineering wing. We just picked up a magnet. With this, we can grab the magnetic panels. There's a hidden area over here.
I've been reviewing your concerns about our head of shipping.
He's becoming some sort of people's champion. Now too many noses are sniffing around. We deal with this now, we'll make him a martyr.
Not if we deal with it the right way.
Oh?
I think Mr. Lovitz is due for a promotion.
You're serious?
Oh, he can't be the people's champion if he's one of us. Up his pay, his title, new parking spot. Give him a new car, too. Let everyone think he sold his soul.
And if it doesn't work,
You worry too much. Try focusing on the big picture. Our friends in Tokyo are coming up to speed. At this rate, this factory won't even be our main focus in a few short years.
and hard.
Renovations are underway. I'll be inspecting the premises next week, 7th to the 12th. I trust you won't burn this place down in my absence.
I'll do my best. Though I won't lie, this place is feeling more like a powder keg every day.
There's something hidden here too. If you look to the side, you can find a valve. There are a lot of notes here. Let's go through them one by one. There was actually quite a lot to check out. Anyway, let's keep moving. A huge machine is spinning like crazy. Hello guys. There are some shapes here that I can't quite figure out. You can solve this puzzle using UV light here as well. The massive spinning machine has stopped. Let's move on to the next step. We need to operate the things here. But before that, let me check one thing first. If you turn this valve, you can find a hidden area. You can see these lumps are frozen here. We can break them. Anyway, we've made it to the hidden room. The first thing we need to do here is take the small cube and head down. Alright, now let's head back up and turn the machine on. Now we can turn the valve. And here, you can obtain a golden statue. It's a golden chum. For some reason, it's kind of cute. Alright, let's keep moving forward. Now let's head inside.
Yeah, that's what I heard. Gas, mining charges. She was gonna burn the whole place down. Her heart's in the right place, but man, that girl's been behind glass too long. Well, she doesn't know what happened to him, and I'm not gonna be the one to tell her. Well, you know, Joey. I mean, I'm sorry about what happened, but that was. I always said it was safer down in recycling, and I was right.
If you look closely here, you can see a battery hidden away. Here you just need to push these two objects to the left. Same goes for the top as well. The level inside the cylinder needs to be filled between the marked lines for the power to be supplied.
This place stinks. Chum, please pick up the can Don't you take that tone with me. You get lost? Oh, hey, you found something. This is it. This is... Chum, what is this? Negation formula. Sounds spicy. And looks like the prototype doesn't want anyone to find it. They got it stored on a backup in IT. We can get there from the tram in reanimation. You can get us in there, right? No. What are you talking about, No? This is our chance. Well, we gotta try. Or are you just happy of being the prototype's errand boy now? Look, I'm sorry. You help us out and we're even. I mean it. Huh. Gel Lab's a mess right now. Could go up from the pit, but let's see. Maybe we could risk Sweet Street to scrap.
I thought I'd find you hiding in here.
By hunters.
Shall pursue.
1170.
But you... I need you to repair the security system.
Make sure there are
Eyes everywhere.
then.
Find me
Poppy,
before
he does something.
she'll regret.
Nothing is more important to you than
Than this.
And you know the price.
for failure.
Thanks, chum. I like you. Looks like this one's pretty shy. New objective. Find a way to reanimation. By the way, what even is this place? Doesn't seem like there's anything special here either. Looks like this place has all kinds of facilities. It's a pretty clean indoor playground, but all that's lingering here is silence. This is a classroom. The glass up ahead is cracked. New objective. Restore power to facility. Looks like we're going to need a new hand here. We just need to move this large battery to the next room. This hand is pretty inconvenient when it comes to pulling objects. We got the conductive hand. This hand can store different types of energy. Just like before, you can break these frozen lumps with the pressurized hand. You can break that lump, but there doesn't seem to be anything special around here. Anyway, we're done here. Let's move somewhere else. New objective: collect memories. Just insert the disc and power up this machine.
Rise and shine. It's time to meet the day. We're all so proud of your progress, Huggy. You're going to make the friends so happy. Today, we're gonna play a game called Cleaning Up. The friends all love this game. Drop the blocks into the correct hole. And for those naughty blocks that don't match, see if you can find a place for those. Very good, Huggy. You're doing so great. Now, I think someone's ready for round
We were able to look into Huggy Wuggy's memories. There are 2 more discs here.
Hey there, all you lovely lilies. It's a sunny day. I feel warm. Don't you feel warm? I feel safe. You feel safe, don't you? We have so much fun here, don't we? It's good to have fun. It's good to want to have fun forever. Growing up is scary. Let's stay kids forever. Repeat after me. I'm staying here forever. I'm staying here forever. I am a toy. I've always been a toy. Toys are here to be joy. Yay! I have so much joy in me as a toy. Yay! Let's play a game. I'm going to say all of the things I love about being a toy. And you can come up with some ideas with me. I love not having to worry about dying anymore. I love getting to stay with my playtime friends forever. Let's use this time to name 5 things you love. That's great. Good job. I love that too. You're so creative. That's a good one. Best one yet.
Use this electrical energy to power the projectors in each room.
Oh, hey there, wonderful. I don't know about you, but I am sleepy. When I don't get my beauty sleep, I turn into a big old grumpy
Kissy Missy is waving her hand. This video feels like it's about to hypnotize us or something. Anyway, after watching that long video, we can now use the fire energy here. Let's insert the second disc. We'll need to come back to this area later.
Well, look! All the friends are here! Oh, isn't that amazing? Doesn't that make you want to just dance? Yeah! Okay, so when you hear the music, you move your little feet. And when the music stops, you make sure you're in the light, okay? Always stay in the light.
Looks like this one's tired. Just head toward the spot on the floor where Huggy Wuggy's light is shining.
Somebody's out. Huggy, why don't you give them a timeout? Put them in the bad toy box.
Huh? Bad toy box?
No, please, tell me who I am! Please, don't put me in the box! Don't put me in the box, I'll be good! Please, don't put me in the box!
Sorry.
Ready?
It's time to find the third disc. There are valves scattered all around this area, but you can't just turn them randomly. You need to carefully look around nearby first. And next to each valve, there's a symbol. I think that might be the key hint. I can see the disc up ahead. There's red fog surrounding it. Before we explore this area, I'm going to quickly check one hidden thing first. You just need to turn the valves in the order of these symbols. You see that up ahead? Just grab it with the grab pack.
Megan! Hey, Megan. One of the friends told me that you're having trouble with the noise of the world being just too much. I brought someone to help. No way! Now that's not very nice. You're going to hurt our friend's feelings. Chump's not my friend. Well, sure he is. Chum's friends to all kids, especially sensitive ones like you. He's here to help make your world just a little softer and quieter. I don't like it. I don't like it in there. I can hear his heart beating. Oh, that's just a recording of a heartbeat, silly. Something to make you feel warm and soft, like a little baby. Why don't you just come here? I don't want to. Don't. It's okay. I'm better. I'm better. Of course you are. That's what Chum is for. Even a safe place for you. Now you can close your eyes and breathe. Everything's better when you're with a friend.
The glass is cracked. You know what that means, right? We found the third disc. Now it's time to head back. There was nothing to pick up in this room either. Alright, let's dive in one more time. This time it feels like I'm being carried somewhere.
Oh, this thing. Gomez, this is Lewis. I'm transporting 1170. Did they change the code to conditioning?
Same code. You just got fat fingers. Happy, happy, disgust, sad, fear, happy.
Hey there, all you lovely lilies.
Hey there, buddy. Where you going? Huggy, stop. It's getting loose. Don't want to have to hurt you. Someone get me back up. If you're sitting, Gomez, the team down here. Not enough to fight. Back up now! Transporting 1172.
I really like the scene where Huggy Wuggy runs forward and smashes everything. I've looked through all the memories. The password is here. But before we enter this password, let's check one more place.
Happy, happy, shocked, sad, fear, happy.
We got the first VHS here. Let's play it. Now let's go open the door, using the password we checked earlier. Huggy Wuggy followed us all the way here. I almost forgot about that. No! Huh? After seeing Kissy Missy, it looks really angry. Maybe it's because of that video. Did that cause the pain? We can't let Huggy Wuggy spot us here. Let's clear this area quickly too. First, charge up some electric energy in your hand. When Kissy Missy's video starts playing, Huggy Wuggy gets distracted. When the video ends, Huggy Wuggy will break that wall. There's a large battery here. Hello password. We need to take it with us. Huggy Wuggy twitches every now and then. There are passwords scattered all around. We'll be using this later. Now there's just one left. You can find the next battery by heading over here. First is 4. Of course, the password changes every time you play. The door to the next area is open now, but we're not done here yet. You can find objects like this scattered around the area. There are 3 in total. Holy! I almost had to start all over from the beginning. While Kissy Missy's video is playing, Huggy Wuggy stays still, but you also won't be able to charge any electric energy. Looks like we'll have to wait a bit for the video to finish. Now just enter the password we saw earlier. We're done here now. I didn't expect a place like this inside the factory. But can we even call this a factory anymore? And just like that, you can start the car. It almost feels like we're heading out on a relaxed little trip. It's time to recharge the car again. Let's look around. I thought it was an audio log, but it turned out to be a videotape. Hey there, friend. I'm adding you to my collection. Let's keep the journey going. With this relaxing music playing, it almost feels like we're heading out on a little trip. There are balloons everywhere up ahead. I'm not the one popping them. The car is doing it on purpose. The car stopped again. There's an audio log here.
Hey there, friends. It's a sunny day. I'm Gracie. First name, what was it? What are we talking about, Miss Gracie? Is this another lesson?
As soon as I get in the car, the audio log cuts off automatically.
Hey there, friends. It's a sunny day.
Miss Gracie. Dear Miss Gracie. You have a first name?
What was it? What are we talking about, Miss Gracie? Is this another lesson?
Just ignore her. She's not real. It's only you here. Just you.
Aren't I real, Miss Gracie? Miss Gracie says I'm real. I
am Miss Gracie. Snap out of it.
Silly, silly, silly. She's on the screen. She's not actually in the room with us.
Look around. My hands. Plastic. My face.
How embarrassing! I can't believe I thought you were actually in the room, Miss Gracie! Egg on my face! I love Huggy, and I love Kissy, and I love all the friends! I want to go home. No!
Now let's head over that way.
Oh, my goodness! I don't think they're here for the party, Lily. Well, of course they are, Candy. Why else would they be here? We're going to have so much fun! They smell like dead bodies. Well, that's not a nice thing to say, Candy. What's a nicer way to tell a friend that they smell like gore? Maybe we could ask if they want to take a bubble bath? Now? No. We have to set up for the party. Can you be a good toy and bring me the crumpets from the oven in the basement?
New objective. Retrieve the crumpets.
It's you. You're alive. I know saying I'm sorry won't mean much to you at this point, but I am sorry for running away, for not letting you leave at the game station, for everything. I thought if we could just get the orphans out. We tried to cross Sweet Street. I didn't know she was still here after all this time. If you can help us get out, maybe find a lever or a key, anything.
So I guess our goal is to open this door and escape this house, right? I have no idea why crumpets are being stored in a weird place like this. But anyway, let's grab this and move on.
You were talking to anyone, were you?
Don't worry about it, Lily.
Oh, that's amazing! Next we'll have to find the friends. They should be around here somewhere. And I know they'd hate to miss this. Oh, he's gonna love these. Let's set the mood with a little music in case our special guest arrives early. I'm off to prepare my famous sandwiches. You'll make sure the friends make it to the party on time.
Lily is seriously doing whatever she wants. New objective. Prepare for the tea party. Retrieve the 3 friends. Anyway, let's search through this house. We need to put the battery in here. There's a lever here, but it won't work. First, let's pull that lever down. To pull that lever, we need to find the battery first. We can find the battery somewhere else. Follow me. We'll come back here in a bit. You can find the battery in the car trunk. Let's grab this first. You can get the music sheet here. You just need to play the piano in the next room, according to the sheet music. Of course, I believe the sheet music changes every time you play the game. We were able to get the golden lily. There's a friend stuck here. We can't just pick this up right away. A friend got trapped inside the piano. I'll try playing the piano with this sheet music. We can bring back the first friend from here.
Oh, baby! So nice of you to join us for tea. And I'm so sorry for your loss. Now, who are we still missing?
Now let's grab the battery and head back to the garage. Let's leave the battery here for now and check somewhere else first. Hello, note. There's an attic up here. There are a few hidden things up here.
I always say, wear the hair that makes you feel like you, not like somebody else. I always say, wear the hair that makes you feel like you, not like somebody else.
There's a toy inside the treasure chest. There's an audio log here too.
All of them, I think. I don't know how many. They took apart Robertson. They literally took him apart, Todd.
Just say security forces. Mass casualties in the game station.
Don't tell me this is Todd. These little monsters are trying to kick down my door. You hear them?
Another breach on 4. 40 meters. Closing.
Todd?
They're in the den room. How are there many of them?
Todd? Todd! Get back! Get back! Mama! I was just trying to make you all happy! I wasn't... Please, don't hurt me!
We're not gonna hurt you, Miss Gracie. We have something very special planned.
Isn't hair so amazing? It grows right through your skin. Isn't hair so amazing? It grows right through your skin. And you can eat it too.
Oh, look who it is! Dusky, were you messing around in the garage? Remember, good toys wash their hands. Now, who are we still missing?
Nothing here. Okay, let's go back.
Dolly Grub, were you taking a bubble bath? Vanilla. Oh, this is the best day of my life. All of the friends. Oh, I almost forgot. I need to get ready. Follow me to the kitchen. We need to make final preparations before our special guest arrives.
But who is the special guest this time? But why am I the one preparing for this party? Let's follow it for now.
Oh, look at this mess. We need to tidy up. Return my recipe book to the nook upstairs while I get everything ready.
New objective, return the recipe book. This book won't burn.
Did you put the book away yet?
I'll put this book back where it was. You probably saw earlier where this book needs to go. New objective. Investigate the hidden room.
Shut it! You've always been a bad toy. When he gets here, he'll see it too!
There's something hidden behind that poster. We just need to burn it. There's a hidden space here. New objective. Search Lily's bedroom. Oh, wow. There's an ID card here. That's a very familiar person. New objective. Rescue Poppy and Kissy.
It's okay. You're okay. Go back to sleep. Nobody's gonna hurt you anymore. Someone's been in here, Candy. Someone who's going in the box!
Now let's head down to the basement. If you turn around here, you can find a hidden note. Let's crawl through this narrow vent. Lily seems really eager to play with me.
free us yet?
Of course.
What you do with your hair, why that's creativity and self-expression at work. What you do with your hair, why that's creativity and self-expression at work. What you do with your hair, why
Found anything?
What you do with your hair, why that's creativity and self-expression at work.
Who left this door open, Candy?
Hide!
Maybe it was Dolly Grub. What is all the fuss down here? I could have sworn I heard you chitter-chattering. I think they're plotting an escape. Oh, of course they aren't. They can't leave before the party.
Lily seems obsessed with the party.
I don't know what she's planning, but we need to find a way out of here. See what you can do. You did it! Let's get out of here before she comes back. Let's get out of here.
New objective, escape through the attic.
What's going on? Taking, breaking. Nobody takes or breaks my pretty things. Are our dear guests bored? Bored, little Tilly Lily? Why don't we play a game? Upstairs, there's a sweet little nursery. When I sing a pretty song, you can walk there. But when I'm quiet, you have to stop. Follow the path to the prize. Remember, no cheating.
Let's move forward as fast as we can.
Stop! Remember to follow the path. Red light! This is so much fun! Let's pick up the pace a bit, shall we? Keep it up, and you'll win the grand prize! I told you not to cheat! Let's pick up the pace a bit, shall we? Keep it up, and you'll win the grand prize! Stop! Again!
We found a way out. Hurry!
Stop! No! You can't leave! The party hasn't even started!
We made it out. So, what are we supposed to do now? Huh?
And just where do you all think you're going? You wouldn't want to miss the tea party. Our special guest is going to be thrilled. He's going to kill them all. No, Candy, not Poppy. She's always been his favorite. I think she's a little asking Annie. She is a little asking Annie. Oh, please take me out of my case. Oh, please rescue the orphans. Oh, please blow up the whole factory and burn everyone alive. Our special guest is here.
That hand looks familiar. Just seeing it, I can already tell it's the prototype. We finally get to see that friend's face in Chapter 5.
What did you do with them? Where are the orphans?
Uh-oh, she doesn't know.
I did.
What I had to.
Very.
And a better place now.
You're a monster.
I built us a home and kept us safe. And you repaid me by bringing in an
Outsider.
plotting to
Destroy
the only heaven you or I
will ever get. I had hoped your time in the case
would help you see.
Reason.
I see now. This was my fault. You
act like a child because
A child.
is what they made you.
You're hurting me.
Don't be afraid.
I can fix you.
Poppy.
I
Can make
You.
better.
And you.
the outsider.
Butcher.
They call you.
Shall we see what you look like?
Wrong side out.
Don't
Touch me.
Kissy Missy is really angry. I want to see the fight, but the red fog is blocking everything. The prototype has disappeared. New objective, run.
Bye. This is all your fault. You're in the bad toy box.
Lily looks really upset that the party got ruined. But I didn't even ruin the party, so why is this coming after me?
It's the bad toy box for you. A bad toy. You're a bad toy. You're a bad toy. 5, 4, 3. You're going into the bad toy box. If I can't go to a better place, you can't either.
That friend is seriously persistent.
It's the bad toy box for you.
Hey, looks like you're the one who has to go into the toy box. That one just won't give up.
I let you into my house. I let you come to my tea party. And this is how you
Wow, Lily looks like she's in a lot of pain. Anyway, tea time is over. We passed through Lily's house and made our way back to the gloomy factory.
Did you know your hair keeps growing even after you die? Additional outfits and accessories sold separately. Did you know your hair keeps growing even after you die?
Look, I told you I'm not a hero. Is she okay?
Thankfully, Poppy and Kissy Missy are here.
How bad is it?
You're gonna be okay, Poppy. We'll find a way.
Giblet? Is that you? What did he do to you?
Don't worry about me. The things they did to us, that doesn't have to be who we are. Look, the plan's still the plan, right? We need to find that secret backup. Next stop is the tram here in reanimation.
New objective, find the backup. Well, let's go. There's an audio log here.
I don't pretend to know how to, but no, Ollie.
It was never about me. Never about my bitter place. It was for her. She's all you talk about. You don't get to call me that. Ollie's gone and I'm desperate.
Nothing can make things go back to how they used to be, but we could be a family if you want. And for what it's worth, I think you and her would get along really well. And that's for your name. I can call you whatever you like. Soon. I hope. Very soon.
Before we move on, let's turn the 5 valves in this area first. Now there's just one left. Now that we've turned all the valves, I'll head back to where we first found that valve. I see a toy over there. Nice. Now it's time to head this way. It says we've collected 15 so far. The golden giblet we picked up earlier isn't on this list. Looks like we're going to need some fire here. There are passwords scattered all over this place. Of course, they change every time you play, so make sure to find them yourself when you're in the game. Once you activate the 2 scanners here, the red fog will clear, and you'll be able to take the statue inside this room. Here's a golden lemon. Just looking at it feels refreshing. If you see this, you'll probably know exactly what to do. We found them all. Doesn't look like there's anything over here. We start with that first. New objective. Find a way down to the surgical rooms. If you scan around this area with the UV light, you can find the 3-digit password hidden throughout. That door also leads back to the hallway we just came through. What is this? It looks like a dental procedure room. And there's a VHS player in this room. Looks like we can't enter surgery room 2. There's a crack in the glass here. It's something you could easily miss if you're not paying attention. Alright, I know what we need to do. I keep seeing the residents who live here. We made it into surgery too. Feels like there's definitely something hidden in here. Hello, tape? I'll free you. The password is pretty easy to find. Okay, let's play it. There are 3 videos in this chapter. We found them all. New objective, escape the Grand Stitchery. Looks like this door only opens after activating all 4 switches. Let's take a moment to figure out what we're supposed to do in this factory. You just need to place the battery into the upper slot like this. Now it's time for the second one. The third one works the same way. Be careful not to touch that huge machine. When you pull the lever, the liquid inside drains down below. Let's wait here until it all finishes draining down. The door's open now. Anyone who comes in here is going to have a pretty complicated time finding their way back out. Feels like there should be something here, but I couldn't find anything convincing. This factory feels absolutely massive. Let's see what's waiting for us this time. What the? It feels like Huggy Wuggy is basically my stalker. New objective, run. I like Huggy Wuggy a lot too, but when it keeps chasing me like that, it's honestly a bit much. Huggy Wuggy's screech used to be insanely loud, but now I'm weirdly used to it. I've always been curious about when these two would finally meet. Just seeing these two meet already makes me feel like I played Chapter 5 the right way. Finally, they're both on the screen at the same time. Honestly, when Huggy Wuggy's attention is split like this, it feels like the perfect time to run, but for some reason, maybe because this moment is so rare. They don't say a word, but they're connecting through pure instinct. No dialogue needed, they just understand each other. No! The prototype really has zero sense of timing. Looks like my stalker just switched from Huggy Wuggy to the prototype. The prototype keeps attacking non-stop. Stay alert, watch what's ahead, and make sure to dodge every hit.
Should be some disconnect levers around there. The cars are full of cargo. Use whatever you can to slow them down.
The prototype can mimic all kinds of voices. Honestly, It should try out for a talent show at this point.
Let's be scared together. You and me.
There's something hidden in this train car. You're supposed to leave through the door. But if you check behind here first, you can find something hidden. Let's grab it with a grab pack. Was the prototype always that fast? I just stood there for a second, completely mesmerized, watching the prototype sprint like that. I gave the prototype a nice hot gift, and it seems to have really enjoyed it. Now it's even more obsessed with me. Wow, that thing just does not get tired and keeps chasing me non-stop. It's actually terrifying.
Butcher, I got an idea. I'm gonna switch the tracks. Pick up some speed. Ready to jump.
We barely escaped from the train. I seriously almost died, but somehow we made it out alive. Is the danger finally gone now? Even after taking that hit, the prototype is still standing.
Should you come back years later, your conscience finally getting the better of you, may you descend into the dark and the dust. Welcome home.
thought you were gone. Poppy, I couldn't. He took her. Kissy is... I don't know. I don't... Look, I... told you I wasn't a hero.
Giblet says that isn't a hero, but to me, that's already a hero. Giblet really needs to believe in that self a little more. Now let's keep this journey going. New objective, find the backup. I was curious if there was something hidden in these ruins, but I couldn't find a single thing. Up ahead, it says data center.
It's gotta be here. Keep looking. This is it. This has gotta be where they keep the backup.
The backup we've been searching for all this time is right here. Before we check it out, let's take a look at just one more thing. It says here that I collected 32 memos, but on another playthrough, I found 2 more. I still have no clue where the last memo is hiding. Alright, let's check out the note we just picked up. There are a total of 3 VHS tapes. There are 10 audio recordings in total. There are 19 collectibles in total. I found the last one after the ending. Alright, now let's check this out. Press any key to activate. Are you sure? Override required. What?
Well now, this is a rather interesting turn of events.
Chapter 5 has finally come to an end. Thank you so much for watching this long video.